Stop me if you've heard this before. Dunning is a really old word meaning to demand payment of a debt. Okay, I'll stop there. That's the technical definition, but we think about dunning a little differently here. Taking payments from your customers isn't really about demanding anything. It's about making it as simple as possible for them to pay you for the services that they value. And it's also about collecting revenue. My name is Stacy, and I'm from Chargent. If you are a business or finance leader challenged with delivering more value from your collections process, then you are in the right place. Learn how Chargent can make your payments process configurable and automated, saving you time and money. Get our expert guide in the description of this video. Automated dunning management, or as we call it, automated collections, is a really effective tool for managing your collections process. It works seamlessly in the background to collect revenue so that your team can spend less time on manual tasks like calling or emailing customers and more time on meaningful work. Today, I'm really excited to tell you how we've made this add-on even more powerful with a new feature that we call Collect Any Payment. Now, you can activate an automated collections process for any customer at any time for any reason without waiting for a scheduled payment to fail. So how does all this work? The name really says it all. With Collect Any Payment, you can fully automate collecting any payment from any system or Salesforce object. This lets your team design tailored collections processes. Because we recognize that payments are not one size fits all, different types of payers need to be addressed differently. Taking a first-time subscription payment is not the same as collecting a past due invoice. And when it comes to getting you paid, everything from timing to messaging makes a difference. But first, one thing I want you to know is that you can reduce your accounts receivable and collections challenges in Salesforce with Chargent. Learn how Chargent can make your payments process configurable and automated, saving you time and money. Get our expert guide in the description of this video. Since you no longer have to wait for a payment to fail to activate automated collections, you can address a much broader range of payment scenarios like fully automating one-time payments without manual effort, managing scheduled or installment payments where each payment needs to be treated differently. For example, if you have customers paying with flexible spending accounts or gift cards, handling payments or invoices in another system and bringing them into automated collections to take advantage of features like dunning management and data analytics. Flexibility is at the core of this feature. We've enabled Collect Any Payment to be used with code for the developers, low code for the admins, and no code options for your end users. Now you can tailor automated collections in a way that makes sense for your business. It can be as simple as clicking a button and choosing the appropriate automated collections process to instantly start the collections process. Or you can set up a flow that pulls a list of records based on specific criteria, then activates automated collections for each of them. Flows are also a great way to access this functionality from other objects in Salesforce. If your use case is more complex, you can also trigger automated collections via the Chargent API or Apex methods. We have videos on this channel where we look at some specific ways to do this. In fact, we publish videos weekly. Be sure to subscribe now to ensure you keep learning along with each video. Centralizing the entire collections process in Salesforce, where your customer data already lives, gives you a more complete picture of both your customer and your accounts receivables lifecycle. You can take advantage of native Salesforce tools and Chargent features like our automated collections dashboard to continually refine your approach and ultimately collect more revenue. We're really excited for you to be able to take advantage of these capabilities. We know that your customers just want to pay so they can continue to receive your services, and that you want to collect revenue to sustain and grow your business. With Collect Any Payment, that's easier than ever.
Tell me if you can relate to this. You're up and running with an application that works really well for your business. So well, in fact, that you wish you could use that same app for other use cases. Well, that's exactly what inspired the update we've made to automated collections in Chargent version 6.45. My name's Don, and I'm from Chargent. And if you are a Salesforce admin who wants to learn about collections, then you are in the right place. Our automated collections add-on has served our customers well by managing their dunning process for them. They're no longer spending time manually attempting to collect on missed payments or calling and emailing their customers in order to get those accounts squared away. Automated collections does this for them automatically in the background. It's the set and forget solution for accounts receivable. Now you can collect any payment from any customer for any reason at any time. Traditionally, collections tools only kick in when a scheduled payment fails. That's pretty powerful, and it addresses the most common use case, a recurring payment arrangement that was interrupted due to a declined transaction. But what about other use cases? Here are a few that the Collect Any Payment update makes possible. Number 1, you want to have an email sent before the invoice is due, making the payer aware of the upcoming payment. Then continue to attempt to collect the payment until it's paid in full. Number 2, previous bad debts. Perhaps you've recently acquired updated contact information for the consumer. These debts are going to have a new process, new collections copy, and a new approach to collecting that old debt. Number 3, collecting on checkout abandonments. If you're seeing payers drop off just before they pay, now you can check in with them with the tone and the cadence that makes the most sense. One important thing you should know is that you can reduce your accounts receivable and collections challenges in Salesforce with Chargent. Learn how Chargent can make your payments configurable and automated, saving you time and money. Download the guide using the link in the description of this video. Number 4, you can even leverage automated collections as the first step in a payment agreement. Did your customer just sign on the dotted line? Great! Use automated collections to send them an email with a payment request link. For all these use cases, automated collections is going to keep working until that payment is collected. Let's take a look at how our update to automated collections works. Your end users only need to click a button to collect on any Chargent order. In this example, I'm looking at a Chargent order record and I'm ready to collect a payment, but I don't have a good payment method on file. I can click the Start Automated Collections button, then choose which automated collections process to activate, and automated collections will execute each of the stages I've configured, emailing that customer at the cadence I've chosen until the payment is collected. Your advanced admins can activate collections using Salesforce Flow. For the next example, I'm working from a different object in Salesforce, and I need to activate automated collections. I can leverage Salesforce's great flow tool for this one, and that flow can be built with no code at all. It's just clicks. I can write a flow that activates the appropriate automated collections process for it. You can also create flows that activate automated collections for a list of Chargent order records, and that list can be based on the conditions and criteria of my choosing. To make this simpler for you, Chargent comes with a flow template for automated collections to help you get started. If you don't see it, just update to the latest version of Chargent. Finally, for the developers, we've also made Apex-ready tools for you. If Flow isn't right for your use case, you can also trigger automated collections via the Chargent API or via Apex methods. We've provided this diverse toolbox of functionality so that you can leverage automated collections in the way that makes the most sense for your business. We're excited to talk to you about how Collect Any Payment with Chargent will enable your accounts receivable team to be more efficient and collect more payments faster. Reach out to us today to learn more.
It might surprise you to know if you or someone on your team has ever sent an email or picked up the phone to try to collect a failed payment, guess what? You are doing collections. In accounting and collections parlance, we call this first-party collections. You might be thinking, tracking down failed payments and unpaid invoices is just part of the accounts receivable process. But every organization, including yours, is spending time and money to collect on late payments, and that adds up quickly. My name is Stacy, and I'm from Chargent. If you are a business or finance leader who wants to turn your collections process into an opportunity to build better customer relationships, and oh yeah, collect more unpaid debts, then you are in the right place. In this video, we're looking at some compelling reasons that organizations like yours are opting to bring more of their collections activities in-house, also known as first-party collections. So what exactly is first-party collections? First-party collections refers to a company using its own employees to collect unpaid debts. When people think of collections, they often think of third-party collections, which are collections efforts made by an outside agency. Here's the thing about third-party collections. Outsourcing does save you time, however, they can be very expensive. Using the third-party firm does let your team focus on other things, however, you can accomplish this with automation also. Outsourcing debts to a third-party agency comes at a cost, in addition to the fees that they charge. When you outsource your debt collection, you are handing off your valued customer relationships to someone else. Even the most skilled collections agency doesn't know business or your customers like you do. Automation has changed the collections conversation. Chargent's automated collections add-on has worked really well for our customers by managing their collections process for them. Instead of spending time on manual tasks like calling or emailing their customers, automated collections work seamlessly in the background to collect revenue. With that in mind, lots of businesses are shifting more of their collections processes in-house. Let's look at some of the reasons why. Reason 1, keep everything you collect. The thinking around collections has always been that it's better to collect something than nothing. But automating your collections process changes the equation. You can recoup more unpaid debts without investing a lot of resources and keep everything that you collect. Reason 2, control of tone of communications. The tone of your customer communications are super important. You shouldn't have to rely on a third-party collections firm to get that right. Keeping your collections process internal lets you tailor your messaging by customer, by where they are in the collections process, by how you're reaching out to them. Your collections process becomes an extension of your brand and, dare I say it, a positive experience for your customer. Reason 3, restore customer relationships. Believe it or not, putting an unpaid invoice into your collections process doesn't mean going all scorched earth. There are lots of reasons why a customer might have failed to pay. Bringing uncollected debts back in-house, even those that you have already outsourced to a third-party agency, lets you take control of the conversation and possibly repair and restore a customer relationship. Reason 4, track the right data. Your collections efforts are only as good as your customer data, so it makes sense to centralize collections where your customer data already lives. In Salesforce, analytics tools like Chargent's automated collections dashboard gives you a complete picture of your customers experiencing payment issues, from basic questions like which accounts are past due to deeper insights like what collections activities are actually getting you paid. Reason 5, technology makes it easier than ever. One area where third-party collections agencies have traditionally had an advantage is in their ability to leverage specialized collections technologies. Automated collections has really leveled the playing field with our Collect Any Payment feature, which is part of our automated collections add-on. You can now activate an automated collections process for any customer, any payment, at any time, for any reason. Collect Any Payment lets you get really specific in tailoring your collections processes to fit your customers and your business. There will still be times when you need to write off debts and outsource collections to a third-party agency. But with first-party collections powered by automated tools, you have many more options before you get to that step. And now, check out this next video, where we'll dive deeper into collections for any reason. My name is Stacy, and I'm from Chargent, where we are dedicated to helping you make Salesforce payments simple. And remember, we're always here to help.